Hello, Milton. Good evening. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. I want to know more about the Netherlands. I want to come via the student visa or the student route. I want to know about living expenses, accommodation, jobs, and settlement. I am waiting for your response. This is a question somebody wrote to me, a family member on my TK platform. Please, if you are still new here, these are the things you need to know. First thing first, you can make an appointment with me, then we talk about this. If you do not like to do the research yourself, Milton is here to assist you for that. Check the details over there. Secondly, you can go to my YouTube channel, okay, my YT platform, and check all of these details. Everything you ask here is already on that platform. So please go there and check the videos. However, I will still put it here again in case you don't go there, you decide to watch here. Now, you are asking, you want to move here as a student and you need to know, you want to know these four things. But before I talk about this, please remember that there are new laws happening now. There are new updates coming up. And one of them is that they want to limit the rate of international students moving to this country. That's the first thing. Secondly, courses in English, most courses in English, or let me say some courses, have been changed to Dutch and some will be changed in future. Thirdly, PR, let's say passport or naturalization or citizenship, would be now be pushed to 10 years. These are some of the things that have been said. They haven't been passed yet. Hopefully, it doesn't change. But for now, nothing has been done yet. It's still in discussion and so many things. So as soon as the results is available or anything, or if there are any changes, I will come back here and tell you people. Now, let's go. The living cost, you said you want to know about living cost. I think living costs implies maybe food, maybe transportation, maybe housing, but you said accommodation. So I'm going to remove housing and talk about the other things. Well, living costs, I think you are talking about internet. Then you are also talking about food. You are also talking about maybe rents. I will talk about it in general. Now, let me tell you, well, for me, I do not pay up to 500 euros a month. All right. I'm going to tell you, this 500 euros, I'm not paying like I pay every month. Not up to. I don't want to give you the specific period figure. Just understand that I live in my one room. Everything is there, neat, clean, and okay, organized for me alone. Then also the internet is inclusive in that money. My food is outside of that money. I live alone, so I barely even eat that much. But I think in a month, if it's maximum, maybe I can spend 90 euros or 100 euros. It depends. All right. Like I said, it may not be up to. Now, that is for my food. My electricity and electricity is inclusive in that my bill and everything. Internet is inclusive, right? So I just gather the money and I pay and I forget about any other thing. Now, for rents, a loan, told you already that I don't pay up to 500. This is the truth I'm telling you. Now, other people may pay more than me. It depends on the type of accommodation. It depends on the type of maybe utilities in it. It depends on the age of the accommodation and it depends on the location of the accommodation. And other people, like I said, they can spend more on food. Maybe they are paying more on internet. Maybe they are paying more on gas and stuff like that. But my general bill is just that amount. The range I told you, right? Now, let's go to, I've talked about that, the rent. Let me talk about something related to accommodation. Now, remember this video I'm making now, all these details are already on my YT platform. Go there and follow for more. Now, another thing about accommodation is that I was even saying today that if you want to move here as a student, make sure you get accommodation ready before you move. Axia University, of course, is going to be expensive. You need a deposit, you need a rent, and then to secure your position, you need to sign contracts. So Axia University, all these details about accommodation. But understand that is basically somehow expensive in the student hostel than outside accommodation. But which one is easy to get? The school hostel, if you begin early, but if you begin late, you will not get anything. So I've trashed that already. Jobs here, you only work 16 hours a week as an international student, okay, part-time, not full-time. And you may think, oh, Milton, I will do underground things. If you try it, it's going to hold you in future. So This is the advice. 16 hours, stick to it. And jobs depends on city as well. Some employers may not want to employ you because you are a student, you have to go to school, you will not come often. And some might willingly give you the job. You can ask for student centers, student recruits. Maybe you apply for jobs online, and sometimes language is also a problem. And yeah, like I said, it depends on the city. It's really scarce to find the jobs, but again, if you are very serious, you are determined, you apply, you can definitely get something. So I've charged that already. Settlement. Now, you talked about settlement, and this is what I have to say. First thing first, you are going to be affected. Culture shocks is going to affect you. Weather is going to affect you. Maybe the environment and the people will affect you, though they are good people, but so many things will be new to you. During winter, you will be affected because of weather, and the education system will be different for you. Like us coming from Cameroon, it's quite different. In Cameroon, they copy, they even give you things, they teach you everything, but here you have to work on your own to find a solution to it. And more here is mostly group work. I hope you understand. So I believe I've talked about this a lot already on my channel. So please, this is what you need to know. If you have just 4 papers at O levels, and let's say those 4 papers, you have one A and the other ones are C and B, and then you have maybe 2 papers at advanced level. I'm talking now to Cameroonians, and you want to apply to Iceland. I would say that you shouldn't just apply to Iceland alone, because many other countries are also, or let me say, many other countries are also available. So you should also look at other countries, then look at your finance and also apply to them. Now, remember, like I said, Iceland is not the only place, because it's very competitive. Looking at your O level results, you have just 4 papers. Then some other people will also be applying with you, and maybe they will have like 6 papers with all A grades or B grades. Maybe some will even have 10 papers, right? This is for those going for bachelor's degree programs. And if you apply with these people, definitely you cannot go in. Remember, this country is not charging tuition. It's actually tuition free. So if you are applying to Iceland, note that you only have an administrative fee to pay. If you are applying to Iceland, I would say that, one, apply. Don't give up. Apply, because you never can tell. But understand that your chances of going in are so limited. So do the application. That's option number one. Then number two, you should not only rely on Iceland, because like I said, it's so competitive. Also look at other countries that you think your budget can take you, because for now, I do not know the budget you have. And if you are looking at these countries, also take a look at the requirements. Also consider options or programs that can easily get you in. Remember, you have just 4 papers and 2 advanced level papers. And those advanced level papers is not like they are actually so powerful. If you have something like an E or a D or DD or EE, then you should know that you are competing with a lot of people who are very powerful than you. So you should be strategic. So what I would say is apply to Iceland. Make sure you take the IELTS exam, then also apply to other countries you can afford. Okay, and if you are applying to other countries, you also put into consideration that visa application is one thing, getting admissions is another thing. And I will encourage you to put in for maybe 2 or 3 applications. 2 or 3 is not enough, but it also depends too on the country you are looking at, and it will also depends on your budget. Don't tell me, oh, application fee is much. Oh, every school is charging application fee. No, you have to stand up and remember that your qualifications are not that powerful. Yeah, there are so many things that maybe affected some of us, and we didn't perform well. I'm saying some of us because I know a lot of people are struggling out there, but that doesn't limit you. Just look at your budget, look at the countries you want to go, draft them down or put a list down. Then you go one by one and ask yourself, okay, if I want to apply here, will I be able to meet requirements? And then you put all these things into consideration, and I hope you succeed in whatsoever thing you are doing. And if you still need to talk to me one on one, of course, you know what to do. Remember, I also share longer versions of my videos on my YouTube channel. And if you do have a question, please drop it below so we move on from there. Remember, admissions to study in Iceland will begin in December and ends in February 2026. December 2025, February 2026. Put in your documents now. Don't tell me in December that, oh, Milton, I don't have IELTS. Oh, I didn't prepare money for application fee. You would be slow. And remember, right now, many people are looking at options. Immigration is getting difficult now. Denmark is already making it so difficult, and other countries, even the Netherlands. So people are just trying different options to see what works best for them. Do not be, in fact, don't sleep. Stand up, be smart, and ask questions. For 2 days now, whenever I logged into TK platform, the Black app, I always see one or two or three or four creators talking about Malta. Now, Malta is not a bad country. Malta is the only English country found in the Schengen as English speaking, I mean. But one thing you should understand is that Malta of 2022-2023 is not the same Malta of 2025-2026. Remember, most people who were targeting the United States and Canada, about 80 or 90% of them are now looking to migrate to Europe. Also remember that Malta is like an island, it's a small country. And you need to also understand that small countries like that, sometimes they are not really that good, especially those that are outside of the Schengen zone. But Malta is in the Schengen zone, which means it's a bit like somehow stable, a little bit, right? Now, my point of focus is this. Do not be doing application because you see people on this app telling you, oh, Malta is this, Malta is that. It's a good place. I encourage you to try. But remember, for the past years, I think last year, towards the end of 2024 and early 2025, most people didn't get visas to Malta. Admissions to Malta is somehow very easy to get, though it's still not cheap. But before you apply, always remember this. Your application might be in the system for 3 months and you will still not get feedback. And when you are doing application, now I'm talking to those of you who are working with agents. You have to also understand that most agents do not understand what they do. For you to work with somebody, make sure you can actually see the track record of that person. If you do not see, somebody is telling you, oh, they will give you this, they will do that. You don't see them talking about anything anyway. They don't have any page they run, they don't have any website, and you believe in them. It means you do not actually know what you are doing. But my point here is Malta is now turning the new Poland, like it's now becoming the new Poland. You already know that for some years now, Poland appointments have been very difficult to get. So if you are applying to Malta, if at all you must apply to Malta and also apply to other areas. Do not just apply to Malta and rely on Malta alone. I still see most of my followers or my family members or most of the people from the broke community telling me, Milton, I want to move to Poland. Of course, Poland is still good if you have a way right now. To my people in Cameroon, if you are not doing anything, or my people in Nigeria, if you are not doing anything to earn money, if you know that where you are, you do not see prospects in the next 5 years, leave and enter any country. If it's Malta, enter. If it's Poland, enter. But the problem now is going to be the appointment issues and the visa process. These things are so difficult to get. And in that light, I will also advise you that take a look at some of these other countries. If your budget is not enough to take you to bigger countries, or the big boys in Europe like Switzerland, Denmark, Norway, Netherlands, Iceland, Ireland, right? You should be looking towards the smallest countries like Lithuania, Malta, Poland, if you can. Poland should only be for those from North Africa and East Africa, not from West and Central. West and Central is difficult to get appointment. So if your money is not really that huge, you should be targeting a place like Lithuania. But remember, once you get admission, you need to pay a tuition deposit. This one is non-negotiable, right? Make sure you check how much you are going to pay per year. And remember, immediately you get admission, you will be asked to pay that money before you can commence visa application. Now, to those who knew about the process from Dubai, like Lithuania last year and the other years used to be from Dubai. That is to say, you will go to Dubai, collect a residence permit from there. But right now, it has been closed. The Dubai center will be closed, and the new location is Ghana. This is for those of my brothers who are Africans in Africa and those who reside in Dubai. It also depends on your status. I hope you understand. Then most of you were also asking me about Spain. Spain is also a good country. when looking at options. For me, if you am to advise you, I will tell you choose a school in Spain than Malta. However, remember, you shouldn't be going to Spain because you want to study language. Take a degree program. When you go in, you learn your language. Don't use the language route and go in, because now immigration procedures are changing, and even the Spanish authority, they are saying there are so many things they want to do. And if you use the language course and go into Spain, at the end of the day, you won't get a stay back or a job, unless you change that permit you have. I hope you understand. Avoid short-term courses. Go for courses that last at least a year or more, because that way you are going to also calm down yourself and then think about what you want to do after that, or what you want to do in the next 5 months. But if you go in with a 3 months course or maybe a 6 months course, you will be stressed up and thinking of, oh, how do I stay back? And probably maybe you will not have money at that point to re-enroll again in a degree program. It is going to stress you, bro. So take a look at all of these, and I hope something helps you. If you want a one-on-one call with me, please book an appointment so we schedule the time we can make the call and we talk about everything. And also remember, the call is not compulsory. You can equally take a look at my YouTube channel, listen to my videos, watch other creators, people you believe that know what they are doing. And hopefully, I want to see you guys in Europe, and let's enjoy, because nobody was born to suffer. If you have a way to get your life together, go to a better place, improve your life, please do now. Because the more you stay, immigration laws are changing. Even right now, as I'm talking to you, there are changes in the Netherlands, though they haven't been implemented, but we are still waiting.